The release of that deeply divisive document would be unprecedented, relying on a never-before-used House rule. Aides say the president still hasn't seen the memo, but he's expected to green light making it public within days. Speaker Paul Ryan now endorsing the Republican effort.
There may have been malfeasance at the FBI by certain individuals. Sunshine is the best disinfectant.
Democrats argue the memo's misleading, accusing Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes of trying to undermine the Russia inquiry.
The fundamental problem remains, and that is he is a proxy for the White House. You can't run a credible investigation that way.
Nunes today dismissing questions.
Have to talk to the Democrats. They talk to you. I don't.
And tonight, even as the CIA director warns Russia will try to interfere in this fall's midterms, the Trump administration is not ordering any new sanctions now. Instead, just ahead of a deadline mandated by Congress, publishing a list of Russian politicians and oligarchs. Those names, Treasury aides acknowledge, largely lifted from Forbes magazine.
The Trump administration is signaling that they have no beef with the Russians about what they did in 2016. And they need to know that if they do that again, there'll be consequences.
Peter Alexander, NBC News, the White House.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.